Okay, what it is, if I walk away, if it's good, it gives someone else a chance to get it. Yeah, so don't be defeated. Okay? Here we go, 1, 2, 3. That sounded like you lost your underpants and you had to come outside naked. Anyway, no, we'll move on. Who, you got one, have you? You got one? You sure? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, best one so far. Best one so far. Doesn't mean I'm discarding you, bro. I could be back. Yeah? Anyone reckon they could beat that? Oh, there's a girl over here. Really interesting when oh, there's 2. All right. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, she says. 1. No, don't say oh my god. He doesn't. She back don't say oh my god. 1, 2, 3. Not bad. Yeah. I reckon this guy here, you know, he's in. Here we go, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I think he's winning so far, but there's this guy here. I'm running out of time, I'm going to be handing over to Alexander just now. But let's see what this guy's got. He looks like his chest is ready to go. DJ, this is going to be the best. This is going to be the last one. This is going to be the guy over there, the guy over there, and this guy. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm going to design a bit silly now. Yeah, I'm going to run between the two. It's going to be like 30 meters. Okay? So I'm going to start with you. And then I'm going to run over to him, and we're going to decide who's going to get this one. What? What? Where? Who? Him? You reckon you're good? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. What do you reckon? Alright. 1, 2, 3. Where is it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It got close. It got close. I think just for the character of it, and it sounded like he was really saying something. Go on, give us another rendition. Let me just see that. Yes, we found our winner. Here you go, DJ, bring the track. I've got like 1 minute left. I want to say, your evening is only just starting. Because no doubt we've got the talent arriving. We got the main man, Alexei, ready to get going. We got the stars, we got the parades, we got so much going on. Leicester Square.
Welcome to London's Leicester Square. It has finally arrived, and like you I couldn't be more excited. We have been waiting for this moment since the announcement was made back in January 2013. Some of us have been waiting even longer. So, without further ado, let me say hello and welcome to the European premiere of Star Wars: The Force Awakens! Yes, it's been nearly 40 years since A New Hope first blasted us back to a galaxy far, far away and took us on an incredible journey. And now, some iconic characters, along with some new faces, are reuniting for another unforgettable adventure. And because this premiere is so huge, we have cameras literally everywhere, covering every inch of the most important red carpet in the world right now. We are going to be closely monitoring the dark side, the light side, and as it's Star Wars, we'll need to keep a close eye on the Empire, as well as the Odeon and the View. And of course, it would not be the same if it wasn't for you guys, so we are going to be looking directly at you, the fans! Now, not only are we joined by literally thousands of people here in London's Leicester Square, we are being watched live by thousands and thousands of people online on YouTube. Why are they watching? Why are you here? Well, just listen to the roll call of guests walking this red carpet tonight. Let's have a cheer for writer Lawrence Kasdan, producer Kathleen Kennedy, director, writer and producer J.J. Abrams, Max von Sydow, Warwick Davis, Gwendolyn Christie, Peter Mayhew, Kenny Baker, Anthony Daniels, Lupita Nyong'o, Adam Driver, Oscar Isaac, John Boyega, Daisy Ridley, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, and Harrison Ford are all going to be here this evening. What a list, am I right? So, that's not everything. We have some wonderful surprises in store for you this evening. This truly is the best place to be in the galaxy right now. But the most important thing is, of course, we want to make sure security is tight on our red carpet, so we've actually drafted in a very, very special security personnel. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the European premiere, The First Order.
So you can see the First Order Stormtroopers. These are the new Stormtroopers from The Force Awakens, the remnants of the dark side. The Death Star was destroyed at the end of Return of the Jedi, and these are the First Order Stormtroopers that are making their way to The Force Awakens.
Ladies and gentlemen, the First Order! So this is the incredible European premiere of Star Wars The Force Awakens. We have an event-filled night ahead of us full of surprises. And while I represent the Resistance here on stage, down on the red carpet, he's joined the First Order. It's Jim Chapman.
Thank you very much, Alex. I'm very, very excited to be here. My job actually is going to be brilliant. I'm going to be interviewing the cast, both the iconic cast and the new blood as they arrive. I'm literally going to ask them one question just to tell me what the atmosphere is like here. Of course, I'm not only going to be interviewing them, I'm going to be chatting to some of these guys too, the fans, some of which have come from quite far. Granted, not a galaxy far, far away, but from across the globe, and that is good enough for me.
Thank you very much, Jim. We will be talking to Jim again in a little while. He's going to be meeting the stars and the fans down on the carpet. Now, as I said, we have a night full of surprises. In fact, I didn't just say it, I promised it, and I never go back on my promises. So, for you guys right now, who would like to see some exclusive, never-before-seen footage from behind the scenes on Star Wars The Force Awakens? Let's take a look.
1, 2.
I started actually stunt training just a few weeks after I found out I was going to star in Star Wars. 4 hours a day, 4 days a week. Kickboxing and then climbing.
Action.
A few months prior to shooting, I had to train for these lightsaber fight scenes.
Energy and action.
I've always wanted to swing a lightsaber.
Without the guys we were training with, there's just no way. Neither me or John would have been able to get through Abu Dhabi.
Are you okay?
Yeah, follow me. Like, it was almost a relief when there was explosions, because you knew, like, there was only so many times that you could do the running.
You're running back and forth in the desert, and you honestly feel like your body's trying to find the oxygen in the air because it's so hot. Me and Daisy were thrust right into it. Pretty cool. Intense.
I felt really part of something that people were going to love and people were really excited to see again. You just know what's going to be like in the cinema.
Yeah, I know. Oh, so before the rest of the stars arrive, I did promise you some surprises this evening. So please welcome to the red carpet at the premiere of The Force Awakens, 2 of the series' most iconic characters. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome C-3PO and R2-D2!
C-3PO and R2-D2, the protocol droid and the little astro droid, making their way to the European premiere of The Force Awakens. Incredible. And the stars who actually are in these suits, we'll be meeting them a little bit later.
Now, as you know, Sky Movies is the TV home of Star Wars, where you can watch the entire Star Wars saga collection on demand, as well as see some exclusive behind-the-scenes specials. So, with that in mind, take a look at this.
You will become a great Jedi Knight.
At last we will have revenge. Just relax and concentrate. I've got a bad feeling about this. You were the chosen one! Liar!
Julie, get us out of here!
This is not rescue.
I won't fail you. I'm not afraid.
You will be.
Feel the force of the Star Wars saga. Available now on Sky Movies.
We are currently live in Leicester Square at the biggest party since the Death Star was destroyed at the end of Jedi. And we have some special surprises coming up because tonight we are celebrating a new generation. 40 years nearly we've waited to see the following adventures of Luke, Leia and Han, and now we've got new faces and new fans. And whether you're on the light side or the dark side of the Force, we have a very special treat for you. I'm going to need you guys to join me as we count down from 5. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Force is strong in my family. My father has it. I have it. My sister has it. You have that power too.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the premiere of Star Wars The Force Awakens, Warwick Davis! As Yoda says, do or do not, there is no try. And a lot of effort was put in by a lot of people doing to make this event possible and create a premiere worthy of Star Wars The Force Awakens. Let's see how that put together.
Warwick Davis attending the European premiere of Star Wars The Force Awakens. The man that plays Wicket from Return of the Jedi. He was just 12 years old, a schoolboy, and managed to get a part in the film. He actually said the day he was due to actually be in the movie, the guy who was due to play Wicket actually got ill, and he was the stand-in and then became part of the Star Wars family, and more importantly, part of the Star Wars universe. Tonight, he joins us live in London's Leicester Square for the European premiere of Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Leicester Square, I am joined by the one and only Mr. Warwick David. Now, Warwick, I have one question for you. What's it like for you to be at a Star Wars fan gathering such as this?
It's amazing to be here, to be honest. You know, I've been a fan since I was 7 years old. In 1977, went to see the film, blew me away. Never did I think I would have a chance to be in it, let alone the chance to be in 3 Star Wars movies. And this is particularly exciting because this film is going to tell the story of what happened beyond the end of Return of the Jedi, which I think is the most intriguing part of this story. So it's so exciting to be here.
Amazing, that's all I have. Ladies and gentlemen, make a lot of noise for Mr. Warwick Davis!
So you join us live at the European premiere of Star Wars The Force Awakens, which started all the way back in 1977 when writer-director George Lucas came up with this incredible space opera that has now been idolized by fans, including me and you, around the galaxy. Followed by The Empire Strikes Back in 1980 and Return of the Jedi rounded off the very first films in 1983. Then in 1999, George treated us to 3 more prequels. Now, we're about to make our way to Episode 7. There's Kylo Ren, the new Star Wars baddie. The less we know about him, the better, until all will be revealed in the film. But let me tell you, if you thought Vader was evil from the dark side, you are about to be excited by Kylo Ren. Look at the fans, people all around the world so excited for this, and now we are literally hours away from having all of those secrecy revealed from Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the chairman and CEO of the Walt Disney Company to the red carpet, Bob Iger! This is the incredible European premiere of The Force Awakens. Now, we've already met two iconic characters, C-3PO and R2-D2, but those aren't the only droids you're looking for. Please welcome to the red carpet the already iconic BB-8!
He is already iconic, as you just heard, but he is the incredible BB droid, the astromech droid, who's the property of one of the greatest pilots in the Resistance, Poe Dameron, played by the brilliant Oscar Isaac. And this is really BB-8's story. In the same way that in Star Wars Empire and Jedi, it was all about R2 and 3PO, this time everything evolves around BB-8. Now, BB-8 got his name because J.J. Abrams said that he had that bouncy look and felt like a big bounce. So he called him BB. He is one of the most iconic characters. He is one of the most incredible characters. And when you reveal just how important he is in The Force Awakens, you're going to love him even more. Look at that. Warwick Davis having a selfie with BB-8. Now that is something the galaxy would pay to see. That's incredible. This is the European premiere of The Force Awakens.
Leicester Square. I would say the atmosphere here is out of this world, maybe over the moon, other kind of like spacey puns. But don't take my word for it. Let's ask some of the people from the audience here who have travelled from near and far. We have some scary people. I don't know if my mic's going to pick you up. What's your name, please? That's not going to work. We'll move on. Next person. Hello there, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
What's your name and where have you come from?
I'm Scott, and I'm from Coruscant.
That's exciting. So obviously you're a big Star Wars fan. How excited are you to see this new film?
It is literally out of this world. It's a dream come true for me.
There you go. Literally out of this world and a dream come true. Thank you very much. Back to Alex.
Stepping back into the furry role of Chewbacca, please welcome Peter Mayhew!
I am joined by the one and only Mr. Peter Mayhew, who plays Chewbacca. How does it feel to be here?
Absolutely wonderful. We've had a great weekend. We were in LA last night, and we're here in London tonight. So what more could anybody ask for? And the crowds, well, they are there, and we're going to have fun, and everybody's going to enjoy themselves.
Amazing. That is all I have for you. Thank you so much. Go and enjoy your premiere and have an amazing evening.
the wonderful Peter Mayhew, who plays the Wookiee Chewbacca from Kassak. Chewbacca, of course, and played by Peter Mayhew, who was a hospital orderly. He was then featured in a newspaper, caught the attention of George Lucas and the filmmakers here in London when they were making Star Wars back in 1977. And when they realised the man himself was over 7 foot tall, he just became perfect to play the Wookiee. He now returns to be Han Solo's friend, co-pilot, and of course, longtime confidant in The Force Awakens.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined now by the one and only BB-8. BB-8, I'm a huge fan already. Let me just say, what is it like for you being here on the red carpet, the Star Wars Force Awakens European Premiere? It is an exciting event, it absolutely is. So what was it like? Obviously, they are huge icons of the Star Wars universe. What was it like for you working with C-3PO and, don't interrupt me, C-3PO and R2-D2? Absolutely, they are legends, they are legends. Now, do you have a message for all the fans gathered here in Leicester Square this evening, BB-8? You'd love to meet all of them individually. Well, I don't know whether you've got time. Yeah, you should go out there and do that. BB-8 is going to come around and meet you all. BB-8, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Enjoy your premiere. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, BB-8. give a very special welcome to co-writer, director and producer of Star Wars The Force Awakens. It's the multi-talented J.J. Abrams!
There he is, the man himself, the writer, the director, and the producer of Star Wars The Force Awakens. This is the man who brought this back to the big screen. Just as we thought there was no more Star Wars back in 2012, he announced that there would be an Episode 7, set 30 years after Return of the Jedi. The man who directed the Star Trek movies, who even was such a huge fan during making those, he actually even has an R2-D2 in that film. Incredible. He is here, the director, the producer, the writer of Star Wars The Force Awakens, the director, Mr. J.J. Abrams.
Reprising his role as Han Solo, please welcome the multiple award-winning legend, Harrison Ford!
Harrison Ford joining the European premiere of Star Wars The Force Awakens, the role that pretty much made him famous. He'd already worked with George Lucas on previous movie American Graffiti, and of course they went on to become Indiana Jones. Now, Han Solo returns for Episode 7.
Taking the role of Rey, please welcome to London's Leicester Square, Daisy Ridley!
Leicester Square, I am joined by co-writer, producer and director, Mr. J.J. Abrams. Welcome to your premiere. I have one question for you only. How does it feel now, knowing that the whole world is going to see The Force Awakens?
It's an enormous relief and an incredible honor to be here with this remarkable reception.
Amazing. Well, that's all I have for you. Thank you very much. Go and enjoy your premiere.
That was so easy.
That was easy, wasn't it? Thank you. Leicester Square, it's only Harrison Ford! There you go. Harrison, I have one question for you. How does it feel to be reprising the role as the space pirate?
Say it again.
How does it feel to be reprising your role as Han Solo?
It feels good.
Yeah?
Feels good.
Simple as that. Any messages for the fans?
Well, I hope they enjoy the movie. I think it's a worthy effort. I'm very proud of it. Thank you.
Amazing. Well, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Harrison Ford!
Playing Kylo Ren, please welcome Adam Driver!
Leicester Square, it's Daisy Ridley. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
You look amazing.
Thank you. It took many, many hours to make me look like this.
Don't tell everyone you'll spoil the illusion. I have just one question for you. How does it feel to be here amongst all of the Star Wars fans?
Well, for me, it feels particularly special because I'm from London! It's good to be home.
Amazing. Well, thank you very much. I mean, I guess it makes a difference from being in space, right?
Yeah. Usually running around the galaxy, today just British soil.
Amazing. Well, enjoy your evening. Thank you very much.
May the Force be with all of you! Yes!
She's back as the fabulous Leia. Please welcome onto the red carpet, Carrie Fisher! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the premiere, the brilliant Mr. Simon Pegg!
Leicester Square, I am joined by the one and only Carrie Fisher! How you doing?
Yes, I've never felt more relaxed in my life.
Amazing. So, this is your 4th Star Wars premiere, right? Tell me how you feel.
Relaxed, as I said, I come here to just be myself and feel real.
That's everything everyone wants to hear, I think. Have a very lovely evening. Go and enjoy your premiere. And oh, it's a dog just laying down, chilling out. Go and enjoy yourself. And you. You're welcome.
Once again, playing the legendary role of Luke Skywalker. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mark Hamill!
It is only Simon Pegg. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. Lovely to be here.
Amazing. Okay, one question for you. Tell me what the atmosphere is like here at the Star Wars premiere.
It's incredible. I've never seen anything like it. It's the biggest premiere I've ever visited in my life. It's quite insane. I'm nervous and very excited.
Well, you don't come across nervous at all. That's all I have for you. Go and enjoy your evening. Go sign things. Go talk to people and have a really nice evening. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the only man to have appeared in every single Star Wars film, playing C-3PO, it's Anthony Daniels!
Leicester Square, I am joined by the one and only Max von Sydow. Now, tell me, I've got one question for you. How excited are you to be here tonight?
I am awfully excited. This story about Star Wars has followed me from the beginning. Not just me, but also my children. And it has made a big impression on our world of hope. Well, our world that does not have hope, but this series or this story gives us some, and that I think is very important.
And I bet everyone here can't wait to see it. Thank you very much. Go and enjoy your evening. Thank you.
give a huge West End welcome to John Boyega!
I am joined by Luke Skywalker himself, Mr. Mark Hamill. How are you doing this evening?
Well, I'm overwhelmed. It's never gets old. It's hard to believe the excitement after all these years.
Isn't it amazing how it's kind of just amplified over years? Now, how amazing is it for you to be back kind of playing the role after, what, 30, 40 years?
Yeah, well, I had a beginning, a middle, and end. I certainly thought even if they did new ones, they wouldn't need me. And the new cast is fantastic. But I have a very special affinity for London because my son was born here when we were making Empire Strikes Back.
Right.
So he's my little UK baby.
Well, I'm sure the film wouldn't be the same without you. That's the only question I have for you. You go and enjoy yourself. Have a nice evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Taking the role of Captain Phasma, please give a big London welcome to Gwendolyn Christie!
I am here with Anthony Daniels, who plays C-3PO, also the only member of cast who have been in all 7 Star Wars movies. How does it feel to be celebrating with the fans?
Absolutely thrilling. I mean, look at these guys over here in the costumes. I love that. Look at them.
Don't they look amazing?
Yeah, absolutely terrific. And, you know, this is my hometown, and to arrive here tonight and actually not know where I am is pretty amazing, isn't it? Pretty spectacular.
They've completely transformed Leicester Square, haven't they?
They really have. I think they should leave it here as a monument to Star Wars forever.
Completely agree. Well, that's all I have for you. Thank you very much. Go and enjoy yourself. Anthony Daniels.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Leicester Square, the co-writer of Star Wars The Force Awakens. It's Lawrence Kasdan!
Leicester Square, I am joined by the one and only Gwendolyn Christie. You look incredible.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
That was that was my question for you. I was going to say, how excited are you? Can you tell me once more?
I think I'm really excited. Woo!
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Gwendolyn Christie.
Ladies and gentlemen, taking the role of Poe Dameron, please welcome to London's Leicester Square, Oscar Isaac!
Leicester Square, I am joined by the one and only Lawrence Kasdan and his wife Meg. How are you doing?
Very good, very good. Excited to be here.
So you are the co-writer of this film. How does it feel to be so close to so many fans who are going to be watching it?
It's great to see the excitement about the movie. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, that's all I have for you. Thank you very much. Go and enjoy the movie. Thank you. Leicester Square, it's John Boyega. How are you doing?
I am good. I am very, very good. I'm in my hometown, London. I'm a boy from Peckham, and I'm in a Star Wars movie. You gotta get the camera to my people.
Turn the camera, turn the camera.
I'm in the what? I'm in Hey, oh yeah, look, guys, I'm here to celebrate, damn it. I'm here to celebrate. This is Star Wars, people. This is the biggest franchise of all time. This is a movie that I've lived with all my life, and I'm a big part of it, and I'm so happy to be here in my hometown, in the place where I was born, London. Yes.
I had a question, but who cares? Ladies and gentlemen, it's John Boyega. Round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate.
Thanks, mate.
I am joined with Oscar Isaac. Now, I have one question for you. What's it like to be part of movie history?
Feels very good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Amazing. And the fans here, how do you feel about them?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's that's why we do it. That's why it's what it is because of the fans.
Yeah, I mean, you are now officially part of history. You've made it into Star Wars. I mean, you can just retire.
Should I?
No, I think you might have another couple of films in you, maybe.
Maybe. I hope so.
We'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, Oscar Isaac.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined now by the one and only Mr. Warwick Davis. Warwick, how are you this evening?
I'm very well. The force is strong in Leicester Square.
It is, isn't it? It absolutely is. These fans have been going nuts. Now, let me speak to you about this. You appeared in the original trilogy, the prequels, and now this. How does that feel?
It feels great, you know. I do a lot of bugging people to manage to do that. But no, it's lovely. It feels great. You know, it's kind of full circle. 34 years ago, I made my first venture into that galaxy far, far away for Jedi. And, you know, the prequels, as you mentioned, and back here again now. It's just a privilege and an honor, honestly.
And you're also, I mean, you're a fan of these movies as much as you are a cast member. And alongside you, JJ's a fan. It sounds like there were a lot of fans actually working on this movie. What was that like?
Oh, it was brilliant. And that's what makes it so special. When you got people on a film who are passionate about what they're doing, they just deliver great things. And, you know, JJ and I have chatted about the fact that we were fans and the experiences we had growing up and the effect that it's had on us. You know, basically our careers and our lives have been changed by these films.
You are one of the few people who I can ask this question to, but how was making The Force Awakens, Star Wars The Force Awakens, different to your experiences on the other films?
Well, you know, Return of the Jedi was felt a very traditional kind of brand of filmmaking. You know, obviously a lot of special effects, but a lot of sets were actually there. The prequels, much more virtual. You had to use your imagination a lot, because a lot of the stuff we were seeing on screen as actors we never even saw. But on The Force Awakens, it kind of felt like the experience I'd had on Return of the Jedi again. You know, a lot of sets there, a lot of stuff was real, a lot of creatures, a lot of performers in suits and stuff. Which is fabulous. And Kathleen Kennedy actually said, you know, we're going to use all of the tools in the toolbox. In other words, you know, use performers, use CG, use models, use more traditional techniques combined with, you know, cutting-edge digital technology as well.
Well, it's come together to make a fantastic film, and this is a fantastic event to celebrate that movie. I hope you enjoy the premiere. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Warwick Davis.
Cheers, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage producer of the movie and president of Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen, you've been president of Lucasfilm since 2012. How does it feel to now be unveiling Star Wars: The Force Awakens to the world?
This is incredibly exciting. I mean, I just got up here, so to see the crowd that spans around and getting ready to go into the theater, it's really exciting, very satisfying.
Yeah, they're excited. I'm excited. I think excited is the word of the moment. Now, JJ is obviously a fan. JJ Abrams, huge fan of Star Wars. What was it like having someone who was such a fan of the films directing this movie, and how did that affect The Force Awakens?
Well, I think the great thing is that JJ knows everything there is about Star Wars, and there's so many things that he was really, really excited to bring into the new story of Star Wars. And I think having the knowledge of the mythology and the legacy that George left us was really important. We also had every single person on the crew practically could bring a story of their own of Star Wars, so that was really nice.
I was just saying to Warwick Davis, like the crew must have been made up 90% fans of Star Wars making a Star Wars movie.
It absolutely was. Every single person loves this movie, so they brought their A game to the process.
And part of that process, if I might be so bold, was the UK. So much of the filming was done here. What's it like to make a movie in the UK, and what's special about the UK?
You know, it's interesting because there's a real history to Star Wars being made in the UK. It started with New Hope, so it's really wonderful to be back with Episode 7. And then I had the good fortune of making all the Indiana Jones movies here as well with George Lucas. So I think that it gives us such an incredible crew base of really, really skillful, talented people, and we just love to come back and make movies here.
Well, we love you making movies here. I'm speaking for a lot of people when I say that, but it's true. Now, since you've been president of Lucasfilm, you've really made it to your job to ensure that women are represented both in front and behind the camera. How have you gone about that? How is that happening?
Well, you know, it's fantastic that we put Daisy Ridley in this movie. I think when everybody starts to see the movie, they'll see what an incredibly wonderful, empowered female heroine she is. And I think what's been important to JJ and to me and to the Walt Disney Company is that this be a very, very diverse cast. And it's going to continue throughout all the Star Wars movies that we make.
Kathleen, it's been a pleasure talking to you. May I just say personally, thank you very much for this film. Ladies and gentlemen, the brilliant Kathleen Kennedy! Stepping behind the controls of the fabulous R2-D2, please welcome Kenny Baker! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to London's Leicester Square, the one and only Mr. George Lucas! Ladies and gentlemen, the man who has made Chewbacca real, it's the one and only Peter Mayhew! Peter, how are you this evening?
Tired, but absolutely over the top because of the people that are here, and the movie is going to be great. Everybody's going to enjoy it and go away and talk about it because it's a great movie.
Absolutely, yeah. And also, I mean, last time you played Chewbacca, you were in Revenge of the Sith. At that point, did you at any point imagine that you were going to be back playing this role again in another Star Wars movie?
No, we were lucky to get Revenge of the Sith with Yoda and Tarful, the other Wookiee, who we got rid of him. We got rid of Yoda and put him in a pod, and we had to do that a few times, and thank God George came down and directed it, which was absolutely wonderful, to get him there. And when he would say action, he wouldn't say action. He would go, Wookiees. So, it's wonderful to just be here. It's, as I say, I'm tired, but I'm fine.
Well, listen, it wouldn't be the same premiere without you being here, so I hope you enjoy yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Peter Mayhew!
Leicester Square, please give it up for the legendary Kenny Baker, who plays R2-D2. How are you doing?
Fine.
Did you ever think you'd be back here so many years later doing another Star Wars movie and another premiere?
Never dreamt it at all, no.
And how does it feel now you are here?
Be great.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's all I have. Thank you very much. Go and enjoy yourself, go and sign things, go and watch the film, and have a lovely evening. Thank you very much. Kenny Baker, everyone.
Taking the role of Maz Kanata, please welcome to Leicester Square, Lupita Nyong'o!
Leicester Square, welcome Lupita Nyong'o. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Now, how does it feel to be here at a Star Wars premiere with all of these people around?
It feels really good. I think everyone's really ready for this film, and we're happy to share it.
I can't wait to see it. I haven't seen it yet. I was supposed to see it before, and I'm going to see it after this instead because I didn't have time, but I'm very, very excited.
Oh, yes, as am I. I'm looking forward to you seeing it.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Lupita Nyong'o!
Playing Lor San Tekka in the movie, I'm joined now by the legend that is Max von Sydow. Max, how are you this evening, sir?
I'm very pleased. I think it's wonderful that this saga is still alive and more than ever. And I hope it will continue for some time. We need it. We need it. We need it.
We do need it.
No, we need the good guys of Star Wars to take care of the world and our problems.
I get withdrawals when I'm not watching Star Wars. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I need it that much. It's a little bit of an addiction for me. But for you, what was it like being part of this incredible film specifically? And I guess in terms of the scale, because I've seen the scene you're in, and that's it's huge.
Well, but to me, it was a pleasure. I'm looking forward to the continuation. First of all, tonight. But the continuation, yes. I'm positive about Star Wars, but worried about the world. And I think we need the spirit of Star Wars.
I couldn't agree with you more. It's a good spirit, and it's a beautiful, feel-good spirit, and I think that's what Star Wars brings to a lot of people. I've got one more question for you, and this is about J.J. Abrams, because obviously you worked with him on the movie. He's a huge fan of Star Wars. What was your experience of working with J.J. Abrams like?
No, he's a man who, with great enthusiasm and a great knowledge of how to handle drama. And in this case, happy, positive drama, and I'm very pleased.
I'm very pleased. I'm pleased you're pleased. I'm pleased about positivity, and it's been a pleasure talking to you. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Max von Sydow. Ladies and gentlemen, I am now joined on the stage by the one and only Carrie Fisher! Carrie, so lovely to see you here this evening. How has your walk been down our red carpet tonight?
It's been so relaxing. A lot of you should do. No, it's insane. But I've gotten to talk to a lot of people who asked me what it was like now. And I have no idea still. But I'm trying, I'm working on it. So, no, it's been fun. It's fun to do. It's fun when things go well.
Of course, absolutely. Who doesn't want things to go well? This is going well.
Liked the movie. The critics liked it. Gary, my dog, liked it. You can tell because of his tongue.
Yeah.
That's 5 stars for a dog. And no, it's really good. It's not about superheroes or anything. They're very relatable. And there's a lot of good women this time. Very handsome guys. But I felt clean after I saw it, which is weird because I don't feel dirty.
Yeah.
But you feel good about whatever it is.
Good and clean fun. Good, clean fun.
Say fun.
No,
I did.
you did
It's
not.
very serious stuff.
I added that.
That's right. He's always adding.
So tell me, how did you first come to hear that there was going to be another chapter in the Star Wars saga and that Leia was going to be part of it?
Twitter. No, we were at Comic-Con, minding our own business, I might add, and they told us to come into a room, us being, I think, Mark and I at that point, Mark and me, and it was George saying he was going to do another one of these films and haul our old asses out there. Is that a bad, hauled our older buttocks.
I think that was sort of more graphic when you said buttocks.
Sorry, I meant to be more explicit, accurate.
Now, obviously, Daisy Ridley is roughly the same age as...
She isn't. She's 4 years older. She's fantastic in this. And she carries the whole film, which is her first film. It's like a movie that they made a long time ago, even before my time, called Rome. What is it called? With Audrey Hepburn, did her first film. Roman Holiday.
Roman Holiday.
And she carried the whole film, and this is what Daisy does, and she's a wonderful actress.
Okay, well, she is brilliant in the movie. You're brilliant in the movie.
She's an awful person, and she has a lot of bad habits and rashes.
I don't know that's true. I think
it's not true.
Okay.
But it could be.
Listen, Carrie, I want you to go and have a wonderful night with Gary as well, and enjoy the rest of your premiere. It's been an honor.
You go have fun too, and don't take that with you. People get nervous.
Okay, I won't. But you have more fun than me, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Carrie Fisher. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined now by the man who delivered on screen probably some of the most important moments of our childhood, the co-writer of Star Wars: The Force Awakens, Lawrence Kasdan! Lawrence, yes, you are right to applaud this man. So, how are you this evening? How's your walk been down this incredible carpet?
It's amazing. It's a big, exciting night, crazy big.
Crazy big is probably the best way to describe it. Now, I need to talk to you because you obviously co-wrote Empire Strikes Back. You co-wrote Return of the Jedi. Was there a point where you thought, do you know what, I think at some point I might end up writing another Star Wars movie?
No, it did not occur to me. I went away for 30 years and directed a lot of other movies. Then George Lucas and Kathy Kennedy called me and said, we're going to do some more. Would you like to come back? I said, well, let me talk about it.
Well, you did come back. Let me ask you about the difference between working. You've obviously worked with George Lucas, and now you're working with J.J. Abrams. Is there a real difference between how the two gentlemen work?
They're completely different personalities, but they have at their center this love of a certain kind of story. The story is fun, it's fast, It has an emotional basis. They both like that. The way they get at it is completely different.
Okay. Well, I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to speak to you this evening. It's been a pleasure having you up on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the brilliant Lawrence Kasdan. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined now by the man who has brought The Force Awakens to the big screen. It is the one and only J.J. Abrams! J.J., how are you this evening? This must be quite a special event. You filmed here. This is the European premiere.
First of all, thank you to everyone here who's come out and welcomed us so warmly. It's incredible to be back in London where we shot the film. And this is an amazing night. I'm trying to burn it on my brain. It's incredible.
Now, obviously, we know very well you're a fan of Star Wars. You were a fan before you came to be directing this. But what was that actually like for you as a fan directing a movie in a saga you loved so much?
It was exciting, probably more than I can describe. But it was never one giant leap into directing it. It was a million small steps. So by the time we got there and we were actually shooting, I think we all felt ready to go. But I was always, every day on set, struck by how incredible it was and what a privilege it was to be there.
And we're going to talk about the new cast in a moment, but obviously Carrie, Mark, and Harrison are in this movie. What was it like for you directing them in those iconic roles?
Well, you know, I've been a fan of theirs since I was 10. So to get to work with them at all was a thrill, especially in these roles. But they were all extraordinary and amazing actors, each one, and so hardworking that it made the process far more normal and natural feeling than I ever expected.
You say you first saw them in these roles when you were 10 years old. If you could, I'm going to take you on a little journey now. If the 8-year-old you if you could imagine them seeing The Force Awakens and it being their first Star Wars movie on the big screen, how do you think your 8-year-old self would react?
Wait, what are you asking? If I'm 8 years old? Hold on a second. I was 10 when I saw the movie, so I'm 8. What happens?
You lost 2 years.
I'm so confused by your question. I would say, first of all, where's the time machine? I'm not quite sure what you're asking, but I will answer this anyway. I think that if someone had told me at that age I'd be involved in this, I never would have believed them. And to be part of it is, even after 3 years of working alongside literally thousands of people on this movie, it's still impossible that we all got to be part of it.
I've got a far simpler question now, and it's about the brilliant Daisy Ridley and John Boyega. What won you over in terms of them playing the roles of Rey and Finn in the film?
Well, there's an amazing thing that George Lucas did when he created Star Wars. He created a kind of a tone that needed to be met. We tried to go backwards to go forwards on this movie, go back to a feeling that we all felt when we first saw Star Wars. And in order to realize the story, the new story we wanted to tell in that world, we needed actors that were going to be able to bring that and deliver it at the level that was set, this iconic sort of way that George Lucas did it. So we were so lucky to have Daisy Ridley walk in the office and read, and was just extraordinary the very first time. And same with John Boyega, whose work I had known from Attack the Block, and I was already a big fan of his. But these are two incredible actors. Watching them together is amazing. Watching them with Harrison and Carrie and Mark is a kind of alchemy, and there's a spark that, thank God, worked, because you never quite know until you're on set.
JJ, it's a pleasure seeing you here at the premiere. It's a fantastic film. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only JJ Abrams. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who needs no introduction, it is the legend, George Lucas! Hello, George, how are you?
Hello, good to be here.
Great to have you here. How's your night been so far?
Pardon?
How's your night been so far this evening, walking the red carpet at The Force Awakens?
Well, it's great. As I said, we've never had a premiere in the United States before this. I guess they did one here, one there, but all of our premieres have always been here in London. They usually were in May for the Prince's Charity, but so it's like coming home to you know, an event that we've done, you know, for the last 40 years. But this is the biggest by far.
It's pretty big, isn't it? It is pretty big. Now, there was quite an important moment. Yourself and J.J. Abrams just passed on the stairs, and it struck me, it feels a little bit like an analogy for what's happening here. You're passing the baton of Star Wars onto J.J. It must make you very happy having someone like J.J. taking the reins of something you created.
Yeah, it's great. You know, it's I felt that I had to pass it on before I passed on, and that it would be an easier thing to do. And you know, at the same time, you know, JJ took one tour and said, "I'm out of here." So now we have other great directors coming in, and so I have an idea what they're going to do. So at least I have an idea what's going on.
And from when you created Star Wars to now, how does it feel? How does it make you feel knowing that we are here at the premiere of another chapter involving characters you created all those years ago?
Well, it feels great. It feels, you know, impossible, but it feels great. I think I'm in the Twilight Zone. I don't know what. But it's, you know, it's 40 years, and it looks like I may go on for another 50 or maybe even 100.
Now, you've seen the movie and you've seen the new cast. What was your reaction seeing these hugely talented new faces running with these roles on screen?
Great actors. You know, they did a terrific job, and you know, I think it's a movie that the fans will really love.
And that's the most important thing, after all, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, Mr. George Lucas, fantastic to have you here in London. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. George Lucas. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined on stage now by the wonderful Lupita Nyong'o, who plays Maz Kanata in the movie. How is your evening gone this evening so far?
It's going very, very well. This is a very exciting event.
It's huge, isn't it? It's a big one. And the weird thing is, I've interviewed you before about this character, and it's been shrouded in secrecy, almost more than any other. Your role in this movie, it's like, who is Maz? How has it been keeping that secret for you?
Very easy. I just don't say anything.
That's a good way of keeping a secret. I respect that. What was it like becoming part of this Star Wars universe and being given a role in The Force Awakens?
It was surreal. I never imagined that one day I would be a part of the continuation of this amazing saga. I feel really honored and blessed to be a part of it, and I'm so glad that this day is finally here when we can share it with everyone.
A lot of people are very excited to have it shared with them. Now, your character is motion captured. That much we do know. How was that experience of acting using that technology like for you?
It was a learning curve, a very steep learning curve, but I had the likes of Andy Serkis, who also worked on the film, and he was a great help to me. He gave me some really good advice about, you know, at the end of the day, it's acting just with all these technical things added to it.
And I mean, if you're going to be taught how to motion capture by anyone, Andy Serkis he pretty much knows it inside out, right?
Yes, I feel he's definitely the founding father.
He certainly is. Now, I'm assuming you have seen your character. You've seen the movie, so you know what Maz looks like. What was your reaction when you first saw Maz's appearance?
Well, you know, I was lucky enough to be a part of her development. When I was casting it, Michael Kaplan and JJ and everyone behind her had me join the table, and so I saw her come to life in stages, and so to finally see her what she has come out to be in the film, it was really moving, really cool, really cool. I never thought I'd see myself that way.
And finally, we have a question. We've had loads of questions coming online for everyone this evening. This has come from Maria Daru in Portugal, who says, what, if you could sum it up, what does Star Wars mean to you?
It means, I think, togetherness, festivity, and fun.
Fun it is. Lupita, it's been a pleasure seeing you here in London. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Lupita Nyong'o. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined now by the only man who's appeared in every single Star Wars movie playing C-3PO. It's Anthony Daniels! Anthony, hello, and welcome to the stage. Now, what an amazing fact. What makes C-3PO such an enduring character?
Well, first of all, I've got to say that to have J.J. Abrams and George Lucas as my warm-up guys is something pretty spectacular. But in answer, what makes 3PO
such an enduring character?
Well, first of all, he doesn't age. You know, 3PO never looks older, he gets bashed about. So unlike me on the inside, he looks perfect on the outside.
Fantastic. And given your long association with the character, does it feel more than just a character to you now?
100%. Star Wars really has become my life, and the whole power of the story, the whole depth of it, you know, the whole fan base around the world really makes it feel like I am a citizen of the world, can go anywhere, and like other fans, have a common language, which is the story of Star Wars.
Brilliant stuff. Well, have a wonderful night here in London's Leicester Square. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Daniels! Ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only John Boyega! Oh, those are some moves. Look at those.
Honestly, you see the way I'm vibing right now? It's because I'm a Londoner, damn it. I'm a Londoner and I'm here in a Star Wars movie. Gosh.
Yeah.
Gosh.
And how does it feel being a Londoner, seeing all these people turning out in London's Leicester Square for the London European premiere of this movie?
Honestly, for a guy from South East Peckham, I think I did all right, mate. I think I did all right.
You did all right because you were very good in this movie. Very good indeed. So tell me, as a Star Wars fan, which you were before getting this role, how much did you want this role of Finn?
Well, I auditioned for 7 months, and so that was excruciating pain to a certain extent. But there was a light at the end of the tunnel in the form of J.J. Abrams, Kathy Kennedy, and the whole Disney team. So I'm so happy that they gave me the opportunity to be involved in a movie like this. So I'm really happy.
And just take us through, that was beautiful, and just take us through the emotion that you exhibited when you heard, yes, you are playing Finn in The Force Awakens.
What's so funny, when I heard that I got the part as Finn, I walked through Leicester Square because this is a square that I used to run through to get to auditions at Spotlight, which is just down the road. So I'm so happy to be here in my home and to be with Londoners. I missed you guys, honestly. Good Lord.
Let's talk about something that I think must have been an immense moment for you. Acting opposite Harrison Ford in the role of Han Solo in the movie. Tell me what that was like.
Harrison is a really great guy and is someone that obviously has a very, very big legacy. But in order to break Harrison into the London culture, I took him to the Old Kent Road to have some Nigerian food, and he loved it. So that's somebody that I'm definitely a big champion of. I love that man.
That's brilliant. Let's talk now more about lightsabers. You get to hold a lightsaber in the film. What was it like holding onto a lightsaber on the set of a Star Wars movie?
I mean, it's surreal. Everybody's looking at you, expecting to get the lightsaber in their hands. I was very selfish with it, but I loved doing the hand-to-hand combat, the swinging of the lightsabers, the shooting and everything. It was so dope.
And I guess there must be a little bit of a difference between actually holding the prop on set and then seeing yourself wield it on screen. What was that like?
This is the best thing about J.J. Abrams. This is a movie that predominantly has physical and practical effects. So the lightsaber was lit up in my hand, ready to use. It felt like the real deal. But just then seeing the trailer, it's the cherry on the cake, man.
All right, final question from a fan who is Joshua Ritchie from here in the UK. How does it feel to portray a character that will most likely, big question, be admired for decades?
Oh, well, thank you for that compliment. I don't know. I feel so happy that I don't need to necessarily keep Finn away from you guys because it's been a secret for so long. So to release a character for all of you guys to love and enjoy, I feel very appreciative. And I didn't do that by myself. I'm with a wonderful ensemble cast. So yeah, London, stand up, stand up.
London, stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, John Boyega! Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined on stage now by the wonderful Daisy Ridley. Daisy, how has your night been so far at the European premiere in London of The Force Awakens?
To be a Londoner and to be back in London is very, very special. And obviously knowing that in England the film comes out tonight is really exciting.
It's exciting. It's very exciting. Now, tell me about the audition process from first hearing that people were interested in you being part of this movie to actually getting the role. What was that like?
It was a roller coaster. It was a long time. There were many tears by myself. There were many nerves, but there was mainly an incredible casting team and an incredible team in Kathy and JJ who made me feel encouraged and made me feel like I could do the job.
And we see you on screen on some vast sets. I mean, it's a hugely impressive looking movie. What was it like for you working on this movie, being directed by JJ on these incredible locations?
Well, we started in Abu Dhabi, which was amazing because obviously it represents Ray's home, and it was, to mind the cliche, a baptism of fire. But JJ is wonderfully encouraging and made me feel like safe and that I could do it, and I think he brought out the best performance I could give. So I'm forever grateful to him. He's probably around here somewhere.
He is around here, yeah, he's turned up. Now, my final question, yourself and John, who I just spoke to, have wonderful chemistry. A lot is what people are saying is about your fantastic chemistry. Was that just a natural thing, a spark, or did you sit down together and go, let's work on this?
Peanut! No, we didn't have to work on it. We got on really well from day one. Where's he gone? I was watching his interview. He's disappeared from mine.
He's gone.
We get on really well. We didn't have to work on it at all.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. Final question from, this is from Sindri Bratabo in Norway. What was your funniest moment during filming?
When John split his trousers during a scene. And I probably shouldn't say that, but I've said it. And everyone was like trying to rush us on. We were like, no, we need to change his trousers.
Wow, wonderful. Daisy Ridley, lovely to see you here. Enjoy the rest of your premiere. Ladies and gentlemen, Daisy Ridley! Ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only Mr. Mark Hamill. Mark, how does it feel being here at the European premiere of Star Wars: The Force Awakens?
It's deja vu all over again. No, we didn't have a premiere when the first Star Wars came out. They just opened it up. We didn't even have a poster because people were arguing over whether to promote it in a serious way, like 2001, or in a goofy, bumping heads in outer space way, like the Little Rascals in Outer Space. And the result of that was there was no poster when it opened. None.
So it's fair to say they've kind of got on top of how to do that now.
Oh, yeah. Now they know how to work it.
Now, let's talk about you coming back into the series and how you first heard that there was going to be a film, first of all, and then that Luke Skywalker was going to be part of that.
George asked for a meeting, and I thought, well, something's up. But I said, oh, you know what's happening. They're converting the films to 3D. He probably wants me to do some press for that. And my wife said, what if he's wanting to do a new trilogy? And I just laughed. I just laughed because he had specifically told us, I don't want to be doing these the rest of my life, and episode 3 will be the last one. So I was in a state of shock.
And in terms of...
As the English say, gobsmacked.
Gobsmacked.
I love that word.
We do say that. I don't think we say it enough, but it is a great word.
Yeah.
Now, we've had a question from Matteo Laurent, who is in France, being watched online. Big difference. What was the big difference between filming the originals and The Force Awakens? More than anything else, what was the big difference?
Well, George called Star Wars the most expensive low-budget movie ever made because it cost less than $10 million. I think tonight's event cost more than that. But, and they sort of grew over the years. And of course now with the technology the way it is, it's bigger, it's louder, it's busier, and it's gargantuan.
It is gargantuan. That's another great word.
That's
another great word.
yeah.
So, did you have to do much preparation yourself for this movie?
Well, yeah, of course. You know, they put me on a, you know, I had to get in shape.
Okay, good. And you are here surrounded by fans of all ages. And I guess the question is, these movies have had such a cultural impact. Can you begin to sort of understand why that is and fathom what the love has been and why that love exists for these films?
Well, it's in 1,000 anecdotes. It's I met my future wife standing in line for Jedi, or we named our daughter Leia. I mean, wherever I go, people put it in personal terms, and it's moving in a way that you've somehow been woven into the fabric of their lives in a way you could never have expected.
I think that's
I never will take that for granted, seriously. I mean, it's, like I say, it's moving in a way. And I love the fans so much because if it weren't for them, obviously, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you tonight.
Well, it is a pleasure having you standing here talking to me because these films have meant a lot to me too. But for the moment, ladies and gentlemen, the brilliant Mr. Mark Hamill! Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined now by Oscar Isaac! Oscar, wonderful to see you. How has this experience been for you, walking the red carpet at a Star Wars premiere, The Force Awakens, no less?
Mind-blowing. I met George Lucas for the first time, which was probably the coolest thing that's ever happened to me.
I just saw him too, and I was like, ah.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you've had to keep so much of your role a secret. How has it been? Have you had friends go and tell us a bit more, and you've been unable to say anything?
I kind of spilled the beans with the family. I had to. They're the biggest Star Wars fans of all time, but I swore them to secrecy. But it is nice to finally be able to share it with the world.
It must be. It must be. Now, it's an iconic movie, following on from a series of iconic movies featuring iconic characters. Personally, for you, what was it like becoming part of the Star Wars world?
Humbling, completely humbling, and really fun. I think JJ was such an incredible leader, and he never let us forget on set the magic of what we were a part of.
And I believe your uncle visited the set. Tell us what happened.
He sure did. Well, see, the amazing thing about Star Wars is that each generation has passed it on to the next, this infectious love and obsession over it. And so our uncle, my brother and cousins, he's the biggest fan. He has all the toys, and he infused us with that love for it. And so I brought him to set, and I told JJ about him, and JJ said, "You want to be in the movie?" And he just totally freaked out, and so he's in one of these scenes, he's behind me in the background.
Amazing stuff. Well, listen, enjoy the rest of your premiere. Ladies and gentlemen, the brilliant Oscar Isaac! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the one and only Mr. Harrison Ford! Mr. Harrison Ford, lovely to have you here, of course. How has your evening been walking the red carpet at the European premiere?
It's been great. There's a wonderful enthusiasm, and I'm glad for it. Thank you.
Well, we're glad you're here. Now, I think it's fair to say this. I don't think I'm going to ruffle too many feathers by saying Han Solo is a character that people just absolutely adore. What is it like for you, having played this character that people just love so much?
Well, of course, I'm very grateful for that, and I'm grateful for George's wonderful imagination and his creation of that character, and it's been a delight to be able to come back and do it again.
Well, we're glad to have you back, and I'm sure J.J. Abrams is glad to have you back. What was it like working with J.J. on Star Wars: The Force Awakens?
It was an absolute treat. J.J. is a wonderfully imaginative director, and he's a great host at a party. It was nothing but fun. Every day was a real pleasure.
Now, Kathleen Kennedy spoke about the moment that yourself, as Han Solo and Chewbacca, first appeared on the Millennium Falcon, and the effect that had on the crew was quite pronounced. What was it like?
It was. I was glad to be back, and it was good to be home.
Well, it's good to have you home and in this movie. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the one and only Mr. Harrison Ford! Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to welcome some very important people to the stage at the European premiere of Star Wars: The Force Awakens. First of all, please welcome Kathy Kennedy and Max von Sydow. Joining them on stage, give it up for J.J. Abrams. Also, Lawrence Kasdan, Brian Burke, Mayhew, Warwick Davis. Joining them on stage, make some noise for Gwendolyn Christie, Anthony Daniels, Lupita Nyong'o, Adam Driver. Make some noise for Oscar Isaac, along with John Boyega and Daisy Ridley. Joining them on stage now, the one and only BB-8. Here he comes with Gary the dog. Along with BB-8, please welcome Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, and Harrison Ford. Gary doesn't like BB-8 very much, does he? Gary, it's all right. He's a friendly droid. Ladies and gentlemen, well, this is the ultimate Star Wars fan selfie. Right now, the cast and creators of Star Wars The Force Awakens! This is a truly once-in-a-lifetime experience. And now, earlier on, as many of you know, we saw a spectacular light show light up the square. Unfortunately, these guys weren't here at the time to see it, so let's take a look at that show one more time. Well, that was incredible. And while tonight is drawing to a close, John, I'm going to hand over to you because I think there is something more to come.
So, London, we have one more surprise for you. How about we just take it away?
That's right, Trafalgar Square, Nelson's column has been transformed into a lightsaber. Wonderful stuff. Everyone, I'm going to have to push you back towards the other side of the stage for a moment because I'm going to ask JJ to step forward right now because it's time to introduce the movie. Gary the dog is wonderful. JJ, over to you.
Well, to everyone standing by in the Empire and the View cinemas, I just want to say thank you for your patience. And you're about to watch the film, and on behalf of everyone behind me and everyone involved in the making of Star Wars: The Force Awakens, I want to say thank you, and we hope you enjoy the film. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cast and creators of Star Wars: The Force Awakens! Well, that is all we have time for at this, the European premiere of Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Thank you for being part of this very special event. Everyone in the cinema is about to see the movie, and very shortly, fans around the world are going to get to see the movie too. Have a great night, everyone, and may the Force be with you.